So F1 keys. These relate to your keyboard keys. It's the switch between your tabs. Okay, F1 setup. This page, do not mess with. Okay, do not change anything. It is pre-set up by Unicam technicians. This page will be used for testing inputs because LEDs will light up, and that'll be a completely different section on maintenance or troubleshooting. But to show you quickly, if I press enter, the box disappears. If we press one of the homing switches, which will be explained to you, one of these LEDs will light up. Okay. Okay, X home. There we see it busy changing. Z home, busy changing. Right. Y home, fantastic. We go to F2, program and MDI. This will be your main screen for running all of your G-code programs and controlling the process while it's busy running. Same as my F3 page, the top information is exactly the same. The only thing that changes over here is that we've got a G-code button and an overrides button. When we load the G-code, you'll actually see all of the coding come up over here. Overrides, feed rate override while you're busy cutting, and spindle speed override up to 150%. So if your job is not sounding correct, you can control it on the fly. Underneath the G-code and override screen, we have spindle stop, which indicates that the spindle is not spinning. Spindle CW is spindle clockwise. Spindle CCW is counterclockwise. Single block mode, coolant flood, go to work origin, jump to line. This will all be explained in further tutorials. Cycle start is the same as the cycle start button that's on the panel itself. Feed hold and escape. Feed hold is yellow pause button. You press it once, it goes into feed hold. To continue the toolpath, you press the start button again, it will carry on. Rewind. Once you've escaped out of your toolpath, it is always advisable to rewind your toolpath. That means it takes the Masso takes the toolpath right back to the beginning. Side note, before starting your program, always press rewind a couple of times. That also clears the buffer of anything that was left over from previous toolpaths. Control MDI. MDI stands for manual digital input. Now, if you guys are used to running G-code, okay, you might be able to program by hand. If you click on that, it'll come up. You'll see there's a flashing cursor. That is your bar to enter commands. For instance, S8000 M3. Now, S stands for spindle speed. 8000 is 8000 RPM. M3 is the M code to switch the spindle on. I will run through this again with the startup procedures, which will be a separate video. To run the G code, you press run. But now it comes up as an error. Reason being is we actually haven't homed the machine. Now this is another safety feature that Masso includes on startup. You cannot actually run a toolpath, start up the spindle, or do anything that will cause major harm to anybody or mess your material up before you've homed the machine.